Okay, answers to questions part 2. We start with euphoric impact. I can always depend on him to ask me questions that make my head hurt. That's okay. I really enjoy the challenge. What is value? What what is okay, value? Uh Boy, that's a hard one. I think value is whatever is important or whatever holds dear to the individual person. Everybody's different. Some people, I think most people would think life is value. Um, some people may think more in concrete terms, like, a nice house, a nice car is value, where people who think more abstractly might think wisdom and justice would be of value. How can we objectively determine what is good and what is evil? I think whatever advances in good physical and mental health of all of humanity would be considered good, and anything that causes pain unnecessarily would be evil. How can a man really comprehend how a woman thinks and feels? I don't think a man could ever fully comprehend how a woman thinks and feels. I think the best you could maybe hope for would be to, empathize to the woman as a fellow human being. Not all women are alike, but, some have strong conflicting emotions that even they don't understand. And I think women need to understand that men do think differently, and they're never going to be able to fully understand you. And I think to be fair, you gotta, you know, understand that. Is there an evolutionary advantage to appreciating art? Whatever helps us to appreciate life will make us want to hang on to life. When the world seems like it's all crap and we're all feeling down, the aesthetic quality of art can distract us from our troubles, help us live another day, thus giving us another chance to procreate. Al, 1981. X. Uh-oh. Okay, that's not so bad. His first question is, what is truth? After that last batch of questions, I'm going to make this one easy on myself and say, it's not a lie, it's the truth. How do you know you're not in the Matrix? I didn't know I wasn't in the Matrix. What's your favorite breed of dog? Well, whatever breed that isn't going to be yapping all day, keeping me awake. I swear to fucking God, I am going to kill your fucking God. Okay. Are you ever coming to the UK? Well, that's why I did that Sims of the Happy Atheist. She agreed to let me hide in her luggage when she came over. If I did. I just hope she remembers to put ventilation holes in there so I can breathe so I don't suffocate on my way over there. How did you choose your name? Well, the vampire part is because I work nights. I live vampire type hours, and I have developed a severe intolerance to sunlight, and that really sucks because not only is it inconvenient, but I really don't need something else to make me look even weirder than I already am. The old part was because I had just turned 50, and unless I live to be 100, my life is more than half over. And I put that in there as a stark reminder just how short life is, and I just wanted to live the rest of my life happy. I was tired of being unhappy. I was going to just do whatever it took, just to spend, whatever time I've got left here on Earth happy. Damn it. Zombie picture show. Your friend is sound asleep. You know for a fact he is going to die unless you kick him in the chest as hard as you can to restart his heart. If you don't do this, your friend dies. If you do it, you can never tell them why you kicked him or her. In the future, if you feel compelled to tell them, they will die right then and there. Will you kick your slumbering friend? Yes. I think my adrenaline would be pumping so hard that I wouldn't even think twice about doing it. And I've lost friends and have had people think that I was crazy for much less noble causes. Jason with a D PM'd his question because he was afraid of, embarrassing me. And I thought, well, what in the world could you ask that would embarrass? Oh, okay. Well, his question was, as a fellow gap-toother, I have found that my tooth gap is more alluring to the opposite sex. Here's the question. Have you found that gap-tooth people are more awesome than the mundane non-gappers? There's old wives' tales out there, people like us being lustful. Are you lustful? I only PM because some people don't like their tooth gap, and if you don't like it, it's totally okay. I used to be really self-conscious about it until a girlfriend told me she found it sexy. I also find them very attractive in women. Well, the gap in my teeth used to be a lot worse when I was a kid, and I got braces when I was younger. I've had straight teeth most of my life, and that's how I still think of myself. After the corporate takeover at work, I started gritting my teeth a lot and pushed everything out of alignment. I asked my kids if I should get it fixed. They said, oh, Mom, we think, that gives you, character. Well, character's good and cheaper. When I first started making videos, I first saw that. It's like it just made me cringe, but it didn't really seem to put anybody off. And, I got so it didn't really bother me. I almost kind of like it. After all, it gives me character. I haven't heard about the wives' tale about, people like us being more lustful. I really haven't been lustful until the last few months when I tapped into my inner lustfulness and I opened up a floodgate that I just can't seem to close. I'm not really a lustful person in real life. I live in a brain drain area. I'm attracted to intelligent men, and there just aren't any around here. And I think gap-toothed people are just as varied as any other group of people. Maybe it's just because, they've grown up just, self-conscious and, maybe or just because of that might be more sensitive as a whole than, other people. And his other question was, if you don't like the question, then here's another. Has YouTube made your life better or just different? YouTube has made my life happier, and that's better. I've never fit in anywhere. Just when I settled into thinking I was always going to be someone on the outside looking in, as one day I realized, oh my God, I actually fit in somewhere for the first time in my life.